It's been about 2 weeks since the last time I uploaded, and I've gotten some stuff. I've got myself KSP uppers, and this is for my truck. Now, I've only ever really had my truck in the background for obvious reasons. It's not been the priority. The car has been my priority with all these videos. Mind you, I still have plans with the cars, but I wanted to get myself a lift for the truck. So, what I did was I bought myself a MotoFab lift leveling kit. Not really a lift, but we make do. What made it good is that it's about $68. Your average lift, like a a 6 to 8 inch lift, let's say, that's gonna run you about $2,000 to $4,000. Damn. It just rained. We got mosquitoes, so if I itch myself, that's why. But I got about your average 6 to 8 inch lift kit is gonna be about $2,000 to $4,000, if not $6,000. So for a 3 inch lift, it being $68, that's like I don't even know the ratio. I don't think it's 100 times because that would be too excessive, but for about 3 inches less from your 6 inch kit and about I'd say like 1 inch less than your average 4 inch lift, that's a pretty good price. So $68 for 1 inch less from a 4 inch lift, which, mind you, the cheapest lift for my truck specifically is a rough country kit, which is about $1,000 at the most bare bones. At the most bare bones model of the kit, it's about 1,100. So for this, being basically 1 inch less from a 4 inch lift for about $68 for the spacer, that's pretty good. Now, the KSP arms were about $250. It's pretty expensive, but still not exactly $1,000. Yeah. Oh, shit. I should also mention, along with the 3 inch lift kit level, I also ended up buying the 2 inch lift block in the rear. Now, MotoFab sells the 3 inch and the 2 inch, the 3 inch front, 2 inch rear as a combination. Hold on, I hear. Oh, shit. You know what? Yeah, he looks like. Sorry, I just saw a lifted truck drive by, so here I am explaining this. And here goes this lifted truck. Sick. But, yeah. Where was I? Oh, yeah. So, MotoFab has a kit where you can get the 3 inch front and 2 inch rear together. That's more cheaper than what I just did. So, I bought this independently because I was pretty much only going to be doing the 3 inch front. But I decided on the 2 inch rear, from one YouTube video of the MotoFab on a Ford F-150, which is what I got. I got the Ford F-150, and that's what... Damn, stop it. But, yeah, I was originally only going to do the 3 inch front, but I decided on the 2 inch rear just because it looked better than what I would usually like. I guess it's hard to explain. So if I were to have just this with the truck, I would have about 1 inch of or 1 inch of squat. Now, personally, I like about 1 inch of squat or leveled. I'm not really a fan of rake, but after I looked at some of the videos, it was like, okay, I can deal with 1 inch of rake. It's when it's like 2 inches of rake or more, you lose my interest. You're basically at OEM spec. So yeah, I ended up buying the lift block. Well, also due to Po Boy's video on his new Toyota, I forget which one. I think it's 4Runner, although I forget. But he bought a Toyota Tacoma. I think it was a Tacoma. It had a 3.2 lift, and it looked pretty good. So I just decided, you know what? Screw it. I'll go ahead and buy the rear lift blocks. So those will be in at some point. Uh, I don't know. I mean, personally, I don't really mind squat. It's not something I really interest myself in hating, but yeah, I don't know. I'm rambling right now. I should address though, I most likely won't be installing this by myself, primarily because it'll be cheaper, in my opinion. Because I gotta grease the inside of these, which means I would have to either figure out where I could rent a grease gun or buy a grease gun, plus the grease. And then I would also have to get a jack stand, or jack stands and a jack for the truck, plus like a 5 inch bar or a 5 foot pry bar, because a 3 inch kit is a pretty big task to get finished, essentially. It changes a lot of geometry and it becomes way more difficult to get in. That's sus. But yeah, it'll probably cost about 700 or more. Also, another reason is that I would have to use a spring compressor, since if you look at this, you have to move the top of your strut 180 so that way this will mount correctly. And I really do not want to mess with spring compressors, because we know what's up with spring compressors, and they're pretty deadly. But pretty deadly. We all know the memes. I almost died, stuff like that. I don't want to be one of those people. I much rather give it to, well, have somebody else who actually has a proper spring compressor do it, and then get this mounted properly, than me with 2 spring compressors, not knowing what I'm doing, messing with a spring compressor. That's a bad idea. I'm going to be 100% real. There's a reason why I like coilovers, but I don't know. So this probably won't be something that I'll be showing how to install, but I'll have it. It'll be on my truck. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to be doing this on my own. But other than this, obviously, I've talked about the lower ball joint extensions for a while. I've just been really damn flaky. Also, my job hasn't helped with giving me time to actually get the lower ball joints on. So I really do want to put them on, but this entire week is pretty busy. Well, the rest of the week until I actually go back to work is going to be pretty busy. So hopefully someday soon, but it wouldn't be for like another week or two, if I'm being honest. So at some point they'll be on, but not right now. But I should also say I'm kind of planning on about 10 to 12 degrees of camber in the front. So yeah, that's my future plans. I'm not going to be going as big of tilt like that. That's about -20, but I'm not planning on doing that big of tilt. I'm doing scratching double digits numbers basically. So yeah, at some point those will be installed, but yeah, I don't know when I'll be back with another video, but hopefully soon. And yep, new stuff for a truck that I pretty much only just introduced. So yeah, I'll see if it's cool. I don't know how to end this video, but yeah,